Three, two, one. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Day Job, where I am joined by a friend of the show, Shiiuga,
Hello.
who some of you may recognize from my Sprawl, the Android Netrunner RPG that we were playing. We're gonna do a little Netrunner. Thank you very much for coming on, man.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about this deck that we're gonna be playing.
So it's an Architects of Tomorrow deck that I've been working on for a couple of weeks. I took it to a GNK 2 weeks ago, I think, and it went 3-0. It's a Glacier deck. It's an Architects of Tomorrow. That's what you kind of expect out of the ID. But I saw that the Magnum Opus Champion cards were legal, and border control looked really good. But also, I kind of wanted to play around with timely public release.
Sure.
And the original iteration of the deck only had one copy of timely public release in it, but it straight up won me a game in the GNK after I got Apocalypsed. I had that scored, and Naked installed Advanced and Akawa Project, and then timely public released a border control back out of archives to win the game. So it seems like a really fun combo. Well, fun for me to play. I don't know so much about playing against it, but I've changed some stuff up. I put in a couple of IP blocks, a couple of other things, but it's a fun Glacier deck. I like playing real, quote unquote real Netrunner. And it's like a good, good NGO front for good bluffing, and a couple of upgrades with Ginger for building the servers and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. Well, the good news is, nice and early they put down the rabbit hole, so I know that we will just never put IP block down. And we also have all three Fairchilds early, which feels pretty great. Are you able to see the screen all right?
Yeah. I can't see what you're installing, but other than that, it's good.
You should be able to see it.
I can see it on the on Discord, but I'm watching mostly on JNet because it's an easier. Let me see. I'll make this full screen. There we go. Cool.
All right. So, do we draw here to try to get some Ginger Grid triggers? We have a Fairchild on all three servers.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think ideally you want to be getting the Ginger server up.
Well, we can draw because we're going to ditch this IP block.
Yeah.
Because it's completely valueless to us.
Yep.
Now, hopefully we'll get a non-ICWA agenda to rush out during this early period when Sunny is weak.
Yeah, like if you can get a timely public release out, honestly, you're good for kind of towards the end game. Because something I found that because not a lot of people are running Film Critic at the moment, is that you can put an Akawa project in the remote that you've built, and if there's two border controls and one timely public release counter, then they can't break it. They can't steal the Akawa because you trash the two border controls and reinstall one. Trash it again, they can't get in with the click to get the Akawa. So
sure,
that's a nice way to close games out.
So what are we going to do here? We have an NGO front, Rashida in hand. Ash.
I can't see them getting anything out that would stop you from rezzing that Fairchild. So I put the because you got the Ginger res, I put the Rashida in the remote.
Okay. And then just money up.
Yeah, I think so. Could also put the Ash in there as well.
That's true. I had somebody fisk me when I had the Gingers down when I was testing this deck earlier, and I was just like, mwah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So let's do the thing. Let's do the combo that the deck is. Yeah, I'll put an Ichi on there. Oh, can we get another one? Yeah, that seems good.
Yeah.
So we can just jam here, right? We can just jam the ICWA straight out.
Yeah, I think so. Right. Get it out there nice and early.
Yep. And then what are we gonna pitch?
I think would you expect Sunny to be playing E-Strike?
I mean, I think that's a natural fit as a restricted card for Sunny. It's certainly not Film Critic.
Maybe the Ash, because there is another Ash in there.
Well, the neat thing is we have an enhanced login protocol, and we also have an archived.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, we can ditch there. Hey, Orbital Tangent, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the neat thing is just testing this server is going to get us a free ice res, which feels great. Yeah, they're going to say no thanks, which I completely get.
I mean, I suspect they probably think that we're bluffing out the NGO at this point, but
hey, Chris, thank you very, very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. So do we try to score here, or do we maintain money?
I think it doesn't hurt to get the 3 points out. It makes the longer game easier, and you can probably pitch the Ash at this point.
Yeah, because the Ash is functionally blank.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point against Sunny. Now you've got to be... I guess with the 3 ice on there, you're probably alright against Sunny for the moment. Especially with the Fairchild on the inside, because they're going to... they're probably going to click through the Naja, skip over the Itchy, and then hit the Fairchild.
Ooh, look at this. We can install advanced ones and IPO. Gullet Crusher, thank you very much for the sub. Everybody's jumping in with the subs today. I really appreciate it. Alright, so that's... yeah, I think the thing that can happen, especially with some of the tools that exist now for Architects of Tomorrow that didn't exist like even 6 months ago, is because you have Rashida, right? Because you have Violet level off of, if you wanted to, off the ban list. Like, there's so many ways, and with NGO, there's so many ways to force people to actually go into servers to get your ability to fire.
Yeah.
Because that was a big problem with Architects of Tomorrow for a long time, was people would just be like, alright, I just won't run until I know there's an agenda in there.
Yeah.
Our opponent is building up for something that's not going to really matter.
No. I would, next turn, assuming you don't draw Vitruvius, I would just stick the, or another Timely Public, I would stick the Rashida in there.
Yeah, just keep the tempo positive. Now, I assume if we draw another Jinjo, we're going to just slap that right into R&D, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. When I was playing this yesterday in Philly, I had one on R&D and one on the remote, and I don't know, there's 17 ice in that deck, and somehow I still managed to not draw any of them in the first 15 cards, so I needed the Gingers on both servers, but...
Yeah, I mean...
I guess sometimes if you get flooded, it's good to put it on HQ just so you can build up the protection, but mostly it would be R&D in the remote, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I suggested when you sent me the list, cutting the second Ultraviolet.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
For more ice, because Ultraviolet's really great, but the deck is already pretty rich. And sometimes Ultraviolet can really, really hurt you. Alright, so let's do it. Let's res this Fairchild. I mean, they're going to bypass this one, but then we'll get a free Fairchild 3, which feels really good. Because they have to pass.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have... Well, actually, they can't even fail on purpose, because their link's too high.
Yeah. Wow. 6 links, Sonny.
Yeah, something that people frequently forget is that... I mean, I guess I could have res the ice on the remote, but we still have Naja.
Yeah, exactly. Naja is just a perfect...
And now they can't break this.
No.
Nope. I guess what would probably be ideal here would be for us to draw Vitruvius off of this, right?
That would be the best thing, yeah.
That'd be the best outcome. Chris, the guest, is my friend Shiiuga, who is also in the RPG, the Underworld Contacts RPG. Gosh, Rashida is such a good card.
Yeah.
Border control. A border. Ow, baller. Careful, buddy.
Yeah, border control on the remote.
Then we could probably...
I don't know. It's up to you with the Fairchild because...
that's fine. It's still free.
It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, and we can just... do we want to get spicy and try to bluff the NGO as a Vitruvius?
I would bluff it as a timely public release, personally. I would hedge fund install advance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Because then they've got to run it.
Look at that lovely remote that we spent like no clicks on.
No clicks and no credits. Yeah, they've got to go for it, haven't they, at this point? They have no choice.
Yeah, they have to try to get in. Alright, so, I guess we should res the Fairchild too. We'll get the Ichi for free.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, you leave the border control. You get the Ichi for 1. And then hopefully trash that. Is it the Fractor that they put down?
Yep. So they can't even really continue. Because if they... I mean, they can try to come in and just hope for the best. That costs them 4, which feels great.
Yeah.
This
and then the program gets trashed. I guess because they bypass the Fairchild, right?
Yeah, they bypass the Fairchild.
Yeah, so they either jack out or they lose their Ichi. Nope, they lose to Ichi. Yeah, very nice.
Not gonna bother with Trace.
Yeah, there's no pad taps out or anything. It makes no difference.
Yeah, then we'll do action before access. Thank you for coming out. And the neat thing here is if they get rid of the Jinja, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we already have all the ice that we're ever going to have on there. Oh,
yeah.
Look, a Vitruvius. So probably just install Gain a Buck IPO.
Yeah. Because that way you can install the border control.
Yeah, because we can use the border patrol and then reinstall it with timely public release, right?
Exactly.
I mean, even so, they cannot get into this server.
No.
Especially not with Fairchild 3 hiding at the bottom.
I guess they could take the hit on the Fairchild 2.
Yeah.
Click through the Naja, but then they hit the board. They break the border control. They install the wrong one. There you go.
Yeah, they're not getting in.
No, they're good.
Because they're just not going to have enough money. Like, we don't even have to do border control.
Nope. Yep, that's it.
That's it. Good game.
That's a game of Netrunner.
It works.
Turns out border control's a good card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surprising everyone.
It's really solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a ton of power to that card.
Yeah, like, I would be very surprised if it wasn't
Restricted.
restricted, yeah.
I don't like it.
No, me neither.
Let's give him the old GLHF. I guess that's better just because we have a cheaper Bioroid.
Yeah, and also no agendas, which is always good.
Alright, so what are we doing here?
So you've got Itchy, Nadja, and Fairchild 3, right? So I would put Fairchild 3 on R&D, Nadja on the remote, and then a Rashida.
Seems good.
Yeah.
We are up against Reyna. We're up against Dangerous Reyna. We're up against Gun Reyna.
Yeah.
There's the M Strike, which feels terrible. So we now know that there's an M Strike in their hand.
Did they ditch one?
No, but we saw it come up off the inject.
Oh, right. It's good that it's there then.
Alright, so...
Ginger in the server, I think.
Yep.
I'd put a Nadja on HQ, maybe.
Then the Rashida.
Yeah.
Oh, that M Strike's gonna feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's the M Strike, but they didn't make a run with it, which feels very good. And honestly, sometimes with decks like the ones we're playing, it's better that it's not Hacktivist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad point.
Do we want to just try to put the Chronos in and try to clear it, or do we want to try to score out the timely public release?
I mean, I guess both of them do the same kind of thing, don't they?
We could put the Ash and the timely public release in.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
I mean, they're still not threatening any breakers. Do we res here?
Yeah. If they're going to take it, then... If they're going to take the Akawa, then make it their whole turn, you know?
Nope, they're going to say no thanks.
Which is good, because we wouldn't have got the ability anyway, so...
Okay, so now Clippy's in the bin.
Yeah.
But the good news is... So is Employee Strike. We are broke as shit, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan. Welcome. Okay, we can't afford to res anything.
Nope.
So we're living on a prayer. Yeah, there you go. Oh, is this the big boy, like the Drips deck? It's probably the Drips deck. Okay, so we're going to let them all the way through. Then we'll res the Nausea so we can get the discounted ice. Oh, no, can we even get the discounted ice res?
No, well, they'll just bounce off the Nadja, but that's fine because they've used a stim hack for nothing.
Ooh, something happened. Close prompt. Oh, that's not the... Looks like JNet froze? That was weird. Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Paperclip.
But we can get a free Fairchild.
That's true. And it makes them spend real money to trash the stuff that's in the server, so...
Ooh, they lost Hernando Cortez. What is life? Alright, we need money.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, what are we pitching here?
I reckon with the Ginger gone, it's Ultraviolet.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Alright, so again, we're not doing shit. That's less good.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Have you tried... I mean, obviously, this deck's very good just as it is, but have you tried it with something like Corporate Sales Team?
No, I haven't. The agenda suite that I was running when I took it to a GNK was 3 SSL, 3 Ikawa, and then 1 timely public release. So it was 7 agendas. But I found that made it very hard to score the final points because you always had to IAA the final agenda.
Sure.
Which was didn't ever feel good. So I switched it out for the Vitruvius and the extra timely public release.
The Corporate Fails Team is one of my most treasured alt-arts.
I'm glad you like it.
Alright, so I think, what do you think the turn is here? They're setting up a drip engine.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some tools going. What do you think?
I think I would expect to see Nexus pretty soon.
Sure.
Which is going to inform some things. But we've got Ginger back. So putting Ginger in the server is going to either make them spend a lot of money to go and trash it, or they're going to stem hack it, which is another brain damage, which isn't nothing. So
there's also an M strike. We do have an enhanced login protocol.
Yeah, stick that out to get rid of the second employee strike, I would think.
All right. And then we'll just get a buck.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, then we won't res it, so hey, maybe it's a Vitruvius.
Yeah.
So there's number 3. So there's Maxwell James.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to put the Kronos in there?
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If we manage to stick this Kronos, all 3 copies of Employee Strike will be gone.
Oh, does Strike trash before you...
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so they're doing that. So I think we res here to try to... Oh, no, there's...
Is there an MK Ultra in the bin?
No.
So they're gonna
use the Nexus on it.
Yeah, they're gonna Nexus it on it, and then you're gonna get a res.
Well, no, because the employee strike's down.
Oh shit! Yeah, of course. Still, they're gonna Nexus it and.
Oh no, they're just gonna let the trashes fire.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
Good news.
Yeah.
Is this happens. Which feels pretty great because they let Clippy be trashed.
Yep.
We're not doing terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orbital and Chris.
We're not doing amazingly, but we're not doing terribly either. You'll get the Fairchild res off of this.
Oh, no, we won't because of Reyna.
Oh, shit, yeah. Ugh. Feels bad, man.
It does feel bad.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm just going to take something out of the oven.
Yep. I can hold down the fort in the meantime.
It'll take me 2 seconds. There we go.
We could lose at any time.
Yeah, this doesn't feel great.
I would say that this is largely an edge case, however.
Mm.
Not most people are not on drip. Drip Reina.
Yeah. Very true.
All right, we have a money problem.
We do.
This Fairchild Prime is never getting raised, and even if it was, it would just be the thing that they would Nexus. So
exactly, yeah, it's a dead draw in Nexus. Honestly, that's kind of something that I would consider cutting because it's proved pretty lackluster in every game that I've actually resed it. So,
what are we doing here? Tell me what to do, boss.
Where are we at? Okay, so I mean, presumably, right? What is the timing window for them using turning wheel counters? And then could you timely public release a border control in after they've used turning wheel counters? Probably not, right?
I don't believe so, no.
No, okay, so that's not going to happen. Could you trash a border control after they've used turning wheel counters?
I believe so, if it's already on the server. Because it's like a NISEI token.
Right. So what I would do, personally, is I would, at this point, use the timely public release to stick the border control at the bottom of R&D. And then when they, they're going to keep bouncing off HQ, and then when they burn all of their turning wheel counters, res it and trash it.
Yeah, that seems right.
And until that point,
yeah,
just keep jamming.
Our options are pretty limited.
Yeah.
What do we do here? Do we try to bluff it out?
What's the middle ice on the remote?
Another Fairchild 2.
Fairchild 2, so... I don't know. The lack of end the run is rough on the... I mean, other than the Naja, which they can break. So you got an Itchy, a Fairchild 3, and a Fairchild 2 in hand, right?
Mm-hmm. We could always try to bluff it as an NGO and double advance it.
That's true.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's the best, I think. Just as long as you've got enough to ward off the R&D run.
Oh, they're coming in. Rip. Okay. Unfortunately, we did not survive.
Yeah, I mean, I figure it makes sense to them. They've got so much money.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when you're an ice-based deck against this Reina deck, it eventually gets to a point where you're just waiting to die.
Yeah.
Like, since we don't have any fast advance tricks or, like, baddies against a deck like this Reina or that Sunny that we played in the first game, if the game goes too long, you're just waiting to lose.
Yep. Yeah, Architects would feel a lot better with 3 more influence, I think. But
yeah, I mean, you can't have you can't have everything.
No, you can't. I feel like that was such a weird choice for them to, like, you know, not all of those decks were created equal.
Yeah, I
not
agree.
all of those IDs, you know. Like, I can see CTM and PU getting 12 influence. Like, PU, when it was doing its thing, was nasty as shit, you know. You don't need the extra 3 influence. Same with CTM. It wins world championships.
They're gonna make us draw a card, so I think we mulligan for the Jinja.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh, look.
There it is. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, so I guess what we are gonna do is we're gonna probably hedge fund and then put a Jinja on a remote and an R&D.
Yep. Yeah, I always thought that Architects of Tomorrow and Builder of Nations kind of got a bit screwed by the 12 influence thing that they had going on that.
Yeah, make us draw. Yeah, thanks. Look at all this. Look at all this clickless activity.
Yeah.
Nobody out here respects the purple hard-hitting news. Look at this. All this going down to 0 credits.
Seems good.
Unfortunately... Ooh, Balder, you gotta chill, man. You're cutting me up. I'm not gonna drop you, you stupid cat. Alright, let's draw. Man, gosh, the Ichis are so bad for remotes. I guess we'll put that one on R&D. We will put the border control on the remote. Look at all these free clicks, man.
Mm-hmm. It's value town.
It is. It's the most valuable of towns.
Yep.
I don't know. So when you think about this deck, talk to me about, like, ideal opening hands. I mean, obviously Jinja in an opening hand is good, but what else are you looking for?
No agendas, which is my ideal opening hand in essentially every deck I ever play. And I think you want a really good one is like Naja and Fairchild 3, because then you can res 2 pieces of ice for 4 credits. Like, you know, you can get 2 really nice bits of ice out there, and
yeah, Naja really is a nice compliment because it's a really cheap way to fire the ability.
Yeah, well, you really don't want to see border control as the only ice in your opening hand because you don't want to waste one on HQ.
Sure, yeah. Because we're back, back to the point where you have to. Now, do we try to go for an NGO here, or do we just jam another Rashida?
I'd stick to Rashida. I would draw click 1, see what you get. I would install that Ichi in front of HQ, and then I'd install the Rashida, probably. Just so you've got something on HQ for when the Rashida draw happens, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha. Hey!
Yeah!
Now, this is looking pretty snug. Do we want this Fairchild on R&D or server 1?
Yeah, I mean, Fairchild on R&D over the 2 Ichis, I think, yeah. Because they've got, what, RNG key and bankroll out? Fisk.
Alright, so they're coming into HQ, which is fine.
Do you not want to res it for the other res?
This is what... Yeah, I guess you're right. I probably misplayed that there.
If they get the timely public, we're in trouble.
Oh, ye of little faith. We'll be fine. Probably.
RN Jesus.
Hey, a Fairchild 3. This one's for server 1. Alright, so they hit the hedge fund, so not only did they not hit their RNG key, they also didn't get anything that matters to us.
Yep.
It's amazing to me how much these decks will really sing when...
Did you put that on HQ for now?
What, the Ash?
The Ash, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can just... jam some money cards, or we can put something like this. Remote is impenetrable, so we can like slow roll a timely public release.
Yeah, I'd get an agenda out of hand right now.
And then we'll just do the IPO. And then
I'd ditch one of the NGOs at this point. You don't really need it.
Yeah. Yeah, the neat trick that I like also is like we can res the Ichi as they come into HQ and then use that to res the Ash if we want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't res Ash with Architects. It's not classed as a Bioroid.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? Oh shit, it is as well. You can res Ash for free. Who fucking knew?
I did.
Yeah, apparently.
Right, so now they're not even going to be able to get in through this. They'll be able to trash it, but... Gotta dig deep. Yeah, the thing that's weird is that Eve and Adonis and Marilyn are not typed as Bioroids because they're the campaigns, they're not the Bioroids themselves.
Right. Yeah. I always thought that Ash wasn't a Bioroid, listed as a Bioroid for some reason, but... So I'm trying to explain to my friend who doesn't play Netrunner what is happening, but...
Jeeves should be a Bioroid. I agree, Chris, because it's not a campaign. It's the actual Bioroid itself. Alright, so our opponent has $0. So I think we advance this timely public release. What else are we doing with our turn?
We are... God, we've got 3 agendas in hand, Jesus. Hedge fund. And... Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should have archived Memories of the Ash, but... gain a credit. I don't know. I'll advance it again, either or.
Yeah, because that way we can finish it and put another agenda in right away.
Yeah, get the Vitruvius out, maybe. Yeah, because the Akawa's pretty safe, right?
Gang sign.
Oof. That is not ideal.
We'll be alright. Fortune favors the bold. They'll hit the Ikawa, right?
Well, they can't steal the Ikawa, can they?
That's my point. Yeah, look, they hit it, and they can't possibly steal it. So then we just jam the Vitruvius in there, and we continue on with our lives.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Like,
I've never seen that interaction before. I haven't seen Gang Sign played in so long.
Yeah, bold move, Cotton. Alright, so they have Lustig down.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's do that same thing that we did again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they hit the Ikawa again. They hit the Ikawa. Yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. And they're probably going to think there's like 3 in there as well.
We can probably ditch the Kronos at this point. Like, the math is not, like, you don't have enough other one-pointers for it to matter.
That's true. That's true.
And everything else is valuable to helping us close the game, except for this Kronos that we're not going to score.
Right. Yeah.
Because you just have the one of Kronos so that you can, like, cheaty face out against Max sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Kronos is there to kill bin breakers, mostly, but...
Yeah.
So, yeah, a very nice play that I did yesterday with this deck was that I put a red herring statue onto HQ with only 1 ice in front of it. So it made it hard for them to steal.
This is so expensive for them.
Yeah. Yeah, because they can't steal the Ikawa now.
Yeah, and then I guess if I had to venture a guess, let's get something that's completely free.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a red herrings on HQ, because they white hat to see my entire hand and knew that I had 3 agendas in hand. So I stuck the red herrings down. And I was like, well, if you want the Ikawa project, it's going to cost you 7 credits and a click. So it's fine by me.
Yeah. So they guessed 5, and then they hit Rashida, and they didn't have the money to trash it.
Ugh, rough. Probably because they think there's more than one Ikawa in HQ.
So I think in this case, maybe we install Advance in the remote, the NGO, and then put the Fairchild Prime on HQ.
Yeah.
Or we could put the red herrings on HQ. Yeah, probably red herrings is the more cost effective. I don't think we actually need the red herrings for the remote because of the double border control being on there.
No, I don't think so. I think, yeah, the red herrings on HQ is good.
And then probably just this.
Yeah.
Red herrings is such a middle finger when you're also playing Ikawa.
Yeah, it's great. So I wonder if they're going to bite this, because why would we be IA 2.0 when we've got the Ikawa in hand, I guess. It's the only thing I would think.
I mean, I would say that the issue is that they're playing Fisk, but they also just have no money. Like, they have no money.
Yeah.
I guess we'll res this.
Or advance it. Yeah, advance it once.
Yeah, we'll gain 8.
Hedge fund.
We could just hedge fund and then just drop the Ikawa in the remote.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're not getting it.
Yeah.
There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not when we've got a low... Yeah, and they're going to put down more drip.
Yeah.
So I think probably we just advance, then put down enhanced login, right?
Yep. Seems good.
Man, pretty efficient, even when we only trigger our ability once in the game. This timely public release just sits so heavy on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes the server impenetrable, basically.
Yep, that's game.
Yeah, GG.
I think what's crazy is how many times when you're playing this type of glaciary HB, or sometimes it can happen with Asmari too, where they just don't contest. You get the final agenda and they're just like, fuck it, I've lost. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and that's the great thing about building these big servers, is that it's not so much about rezzing the ice to get the abilities as it is that this server exists and you're not getting in. So you can win games purely on that factor of you know that you're not going to get into this server. So what are your options? Your options aren't great because R&D isn't good either. So.
Ugh.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, that's hard.
So let's draw.
Yeah.
Let's put...
That's straight on HQ, yep.
Yeah, and then put that on R&D. We'll hold back on money for the double ice.
Oof.
It's okay, we'll survive.
Yeah.
If they don't run, we have a great turn 2.
Yeah. And whichever one they run, if they do run, you'll res the other one.
Yeah.
For free, basically. So.
Yeah, all these gang sign decks. I don't know if we want to put down the Jinjo without at least a single ice to protect it. Do we want to draw?
Yeah, draw, hedge fund. Hedge fund. Put the Fairchild down, yeah.
Making a run. We may need a lot. If they're on the Paragon bankroll nonsense, we may have to commit one ice to archives just to decrease the efficiency of their bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I love these ginger decks because, you know, there's a lot of like bullshit around the kind of real Netrunner thing where you're building a big server and you're scoring out from the server and stuff. But it feels like since food coats kind of dipped in popularity a little bit, that it feels like it's the first time in a while that yeah, this sucks. The first time in a while that, you know, you can get one of these glacier builds that kind of actually works.
Yeah.
It's just been CTM and I don't know, I'm king of horizontal Gagarin bullshit, but equally, you know, it's been like that for so long and it's nice to see big servers again, you know?
I agree. The good news is eventually we should start drawing ice, right?
No. Apparently not. Had IPO, I guess. I don't know. Like, let's at least be rich.
This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's gonna suck pretty hard. Res it, yeah.
Yeah.
What? The leg working. I thought they were inside job. Yeah. They can't steal both of the Akawas, which is nice. So they can't win. That's good.
That's great. That's a very good outcome.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly not the worst possible.
All right, so I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this in here and start advancing it, but we're gonna have to over advance.
Yep.
But that could have gone a lot worse. Yeah, Professor Plywood, timely public release is really funny in Titan.
Oof. Oh, that's kind of gross, actually.
Yeah, so we're gonna over advance this. We'll draw. Look at all this extra ice we're drawing. And then draw again, and then we'll leave that in there to pad the hand. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like this deck, which is strange because I usually hate Architects of Tomorrow decks. But people are running a lot more now, so you're actually getting to fire the ability less often than, you know, never.
I've been thinking a lot about like shaper abilities in particular, but like, you know, Wu has this you know, Wu is the new like shaper hotness, but you know, I see games where you never fire Wu ability and then like, okay, it's a blank card, you know.
Yeah. That's not true of my deck, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I guess it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we were talking about this yesterday a little bit when Akiko is like a nice to have ability, but you build your deck around Akiko and you lose because people are going to ice R&D, whereas you can't really build your deck around. I mean, you can build your deck around Wu, but there's nothing that the corp can really do to stop you.
Sure.
So it's, you know, even if you don't use your ability, then it's still a good deck. Because you know, if you draw your SMCs in the first 3 turns, then great. You know, you just don't have to fire your ability, but it's there if you don't. So I guess it's one of those kind of things. So,
Ugh, that was a bad draw. I'm sorry, I'm not asking for help as much as I probably should.
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, what can you do when you draw 4 agendas in the first like 10 cards? You know,
We're doing okay.
We're doing all right.
The threat level's very high right now. Okay. So what are we doing here?
That goes on HQ, I think.
The red herrings.
Yeah.
And then probably money up.
Yeah, credit IPO probably.
We have to try to go for an Ikuwa soonish before like every single breaker drops.
Yeah, it's next turn, I think. So they can't steal both the Ikuwas, but they can win. So.
Do we want a timely public release, a Fairchild in here?
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the timing window where I do that? If I do it now, then we can res it, right? Before they pass?
Yeah.
That feels great.
And now they... Oh no, they can still do it, can't they? Shit, it's 1 credit too many. That's the problem. I think this is it.
I mean...
Well, so they have Paragon as well, yeah. If they get the IP block, then we're in business, but...
Hey!
Hey! Gotta love it.
We are in business.
We certainly are.
Coming in hot with the inside job.
Yeah, well, there's no way they can win off this, so they can steal a Vitruvius, though.
That's
wow.
fine.
That's
fine.
6 of 9 agendas in the top half of the deck.
So what are we doing here?
Ikawa the remote, I think.
Yeah, we gotta try to go for it, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
We're not in the worst shape.
No.
Especially.
What is this? Yeah, what is this wild lamb leader?
I mean, lamb is not bad for people who just want to try to keep ice levels low. Like, I had an Ngolo in my Leela deck that I was playing for a while. Yeah. Where it was all the emergency shutdown and like trying to bounce, because then if you're making it so that there's only one ice, then having a universalist breaker is really good, especially if you have criminal money to back it up.
That's true.
I mean, we're just getting free reses all over the place.
Yep.
Which feels really nice. Did you just send K to me, or was that supposed to be to somebody else?
Me? Where? On
Discord?
I don't think I sent anything to you, did I?
I'm crazy. It's okay. Don't mind me. Alright. So, what are we doing with our lives?
What's the outer ice on? Oh, well, it's Loki now, but what was it? It's Nadja 1. So,
I mean, we're not scoring anything.
No, we aren't. I would say a red herrings on HQ, maybe, and then take 2. Yeah, take 2. Because that way they can't take the the Ikawa. Well, they can, but.
Nope, looks like we lose.
GG. Yep.
Oh no, they're just going into trash.
Now we see. Double receipt. Double Rashida.
Man, we are working hard.
Mm.
How many... So what are we doing?
Did you put an IP block on R&D?
We could.
Because that's 5 credits for LARM. Oh, they got data sucker, I guess.
I mean, we gotta stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Maybe next turn purge, I'm not sure.
We could, because we wouldn't... Yeah, I think we purge here. Yeah, especially you ready to do the NGO next turn.
Yeah. Because now any server that they get into costs them 5 minimum. 7 if they want to go archives. Yeah, I think we go NGO.
See if we can draw them to the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they finally implemented crowdfunding, which is a blessing.
Yeah, all of the champ cards are...
Because that was so miserable.
Yeah.
Sure, let's put another Fairchild on there. The other interesting thing about the specific interaction of Ginger Grid and Architects of Tomorrow is them knowing what the ice is. They already know what all your ice is, your Architects of Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise, it's a Bioroid.
Surprise, it's the good Bioroids that are still in the game.
Yeah.
They have so much money.
Yep.
Like a comical amount of money.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have to make the... If they don't win off R&D, they have to make the run, right?
Yeah.
So what do we got on the server?
On the remote, Fairchild, Loki, and Naja. And then here we have IP block and an Ichi. Mm-hmm. I'd like to get another I'd like to get another Fairchild. The other Fairchild 3 onto R&D.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I'd really like to do is get a Vitruvius that we could never advance into this remote.
Yeah.
Oh, take your time. Take your time, friend. This is a weird situation. Because they're rich, but they only have 1 breaker down.
Yeah.
Like, super rich. Especially when you consider that there's another 18 credits on these bankrolls.
Gross.
Oh, I really hope they run. That'd be so good.
I mean, I think they go for R&D first, right?
What are they going to be femming?
Interesting.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's alright.
Because we can overwrite.
Yeah.
And
so that means they're going for that server at some point, but do they? I mean, I think they have to go R&D first, right?
Nope. All right.
So not okay.
So I think we're gonna just use the Nausea to then res the outer Fairchild and then pop it when they hit the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Pop it like it's hot.
Yep.
That feels so good.
Yeah. 6 credits worth of value for 2 credits.
And we're going to say action before access. Thank you very much.
Enjo is such a good card. Oh, such a beautiful bluff. I would not have run that server first if I was them.
Yeah, you see if you can get the easier victory off of R&D first.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's 3, 5, 6. There's still 3 agendas in there, and 2 of them are Vitruvius, and 1 of them's Timely Public. So, I mean, I guess they don't know that you got the Akara in hand still, but. And I guess they didn't see, but also saying that they could see whether or not the win is on R&D if they run that server. So. Oh, not going to happen. Spend your money.
Yeah, this feels great.
Yeah, they spent 30 credits.
Yeah, because now I'm pretty sure we can just jam.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way that they can get that Akara out of there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just jam next turn, and then the Loki will save us because we can turn it into a Fairchild.
Yep.
So let's just jam it. Working hard for the money. Yeah, Mad Dash is the restricted card.
Yeah, for real. That's. I am severely impressed you turned this one around.
We turned this around. This is a team effort.
Indeed. I mean, their only option here is to win off R&D, right? That's the only way they can do it.
Oh, interesting.
You res the Loki, right?
Yeah, we're gonna burn some cash.
Yeah. But then they go R&D and maybe they win.
They could go on R&D and just win, but these are the risks. These are the risks that we take.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Res the IP block and make them spend 5 credits? Like, they're going to win either way. Oh, I guess, yeah, we'll know. Nope. They don't get the win because they've got to find the truth, so.
Alright, we gotta just click for money.
We certainly do.
I mean, it's worth noting that this remote is, like, impenetrable for them.
Yeah.
Because the thing that's neat about this Loki is this Loki has all the subs of Fairchild without being able to be clicked through. No, this is fine, because we'll spend all of our money resing this Ichi. Right?
Yeah. Well, that's the last, because they've doofed you 3 times now, right?
Yeah, and the neat thing is we don't have enough money to score, but we do have enough money to NGO for. Oh no, right, we're gonna lose all of our money. I wonder
unless they access.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna do that. That'd be wild.
Did they? I guess they didn't see the winning agenda.
Or they're thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh no, there we go.
Well, no, they're not going to play high-stake job if they're going to win.
It's true.
There's probably something that they want to trash. Nope. Why play? Good
That
game.
is a weird call.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think like we played our outs. I think maybe there's something to have been said about us getting the Fairchild 3 onto R&D to bolster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they held back their diversion of funds because they hadn't drawn in a while. So they held back those diversions of funds till they mattered. So that was very solid play on their part. Yeah, let's do another one. Let's see how we're doing. So what? I think we're 3-2 now. Yeah, it's not bad. This is a bad hand for bad people. Let's mulligan that. That's a better hand, but still for bad people. Good luck, have fun. Alright, what are we doing with our lives?
Just IAA, right?
No, we're not going to pay. And install AA. Hopefully we don't immediately get, like, double doofed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine, right? Because then you just get 8 credits back.
They're just gonna ravage our hand of all these 1 trash cost items.
Yep. Rip.
Alright, gain 8. Alright, we need to shore up HQ, that's for damn sure. Let's draw. Let's put that on HQ. We'll pay just because I don't want them to have the counter. And then IPO. Janktivist, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Everybody's been coming in hot with the subscriptions today. I really appreciate it. Alright. So what do you think? Should we be drawing here to try to get more ice?
Yeah. Oh,
should we go again?
Yeah.
I mean, that works. We can put that on R&D.
That's good, yeah.
Yes, we will pay. We really just need to find that 3rd ice and close off the centrals early, because that's how you kill an Amakua deck, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Gugh. Alright, let's draw. Ooh.
I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that you trash it, but release it back later, you know?
Yeah, so what's our play here? What's our line?
I would put that on the remote, and I would put a Rashida behind it. Excuse me. What?
Friday chip.
What the fuck?
All right, some wild stuff is happening here. All right.
What is this deck?
I don't know. I really want an Archives ice so we can purge.
Yeah.
Draw.
That's still not an ice.
Why have you forsaken me?
Yeah, there's what, 18 pieces of ice in this deck, and you 3 and 15 cards.
Yeah, it's wild. Yay! Alright, spend some money at least if you're gonna steal some of our hard-earned agendas.
Yeah.
Oh. I clicked through that menu too fast. Maybe we'll get lucky and they won't hit a Vitruvius.
Maybe. I mean, they could trash everything though. It sucks. Yeah, they hit the red hand. Didn't trash it. For the token.
They want the Amakua counter. Doof. I mean, okay. That stinks, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
My word. Alright, what are we doing?
Ugh, Jesus. I don't know, stick a Rashida in the server.
I'm not gonna pay. They're already at the level where it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Draw one.
Lol.
Stick it on there. I mean, you don't have to res it, do you?
Well, the neat thing is if they try to doof us, then we can res it to ditch all the money.
That's true.
Yeah, let's just get a book. Wild things are happening.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about Fairchild Prime. I wonder what that could be instead. Second Loki, maybe?
How about just a Fairchild 1 to get the easiest trigger?
Oh, wow. That's,
So I'm assuming we're just letting them in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it to res the border control.
Because we are hurting for money.
It's amazing how we've managed to draw precisely no ice and precisely no money at the same time.
Well, we've drawn some money, but we lost the other two NGOs, like, right away.
Yeah, actually, a lot of our money is in the trash right now.
Wow. Alright. We're putting that on archives. And we're putting that on HQ. We're pre-resing it. We just need to be able to purge next turn. We're having what can only be described as a wildly bad time.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. 3 Vitruvius.
It's alright. We'll be alright. Yeah, I mean, you're going to force me to res? We'll res. Because I need to be ready. And I want your money.
Are they using the Friday chip to put tokens on Amkur?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Alright, we got to purge, right?
Yep.
Living that purge life.
Yep, have fun losing your turtle.
Well, I mean, they can hit the remote a bunch of times until we have more money, but...
Yeah.
We have, like, dick for money. It's really wild. Oh my god, this is a power tap deck.
What? What the fuck is going on here?
No one knows.
is that Paragon? The console is Paragon, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh, right, they click through it. Okay. What a wild deck. So they're running Power Tap, but they're not running Nexus. What the fuck is going on?
Who knows? Yeah, let's put that down.
Yeah, R&D, yeah, makes sense.
We just need money.
Yep, unfortunately, all of it's in the bin.
Thanks, Chris, for the heads up. No, you can't play... Yeah.
Is my video working okay on your end?
No, yeah, I had the window minimized, so it paused your video.
Ah,
okay. Excuse me. The one thing that I will say is a perennial problem for Jinja decks, or not Jinja decks, Architects of Tomorrow, is that you are extremely vulnerable to the order in which you draw ice.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't get those cheaper ice early, it can become very problematic.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah. I do enjoy the Ninja 419 interaction, because it's like, well, no, like, why would I pay money to prevent you from learning something you already know, you know?
Yeah. We may have to try to force through. I'd like to just maybe get like an actual inexpensive. Oh, they're a Citadel deck. They're not Nexus. They're the Citadel Power Tap deck.
Right.
All right. I keep forgetting to res the one on R&D. Oh well. Alright. Next turn, I think we have to purge again.
Yeah. Like, if you really want to click into archives to get a counter, then that's fine.
I also feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of pretending like we don't have a completely flooded HQ.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they should have points at this point.
So the really neat thing is if they come in and they hit an agenda here, it's going to bankrupt them.
Yeah.
What can we get? We'll get that.
Yeah, natural Fairchild. Do they take it? Do they leave it?
I mean, I feel like you got it, right?
Right.
The really neat thing here is we could potentially beat them on this trace.
Yeah.
Do we think that's worth it?
Oh god, this is the only turn it's gonna.
Yeah,
No,
let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because if we can get rid of the Citadel, then
yeah.
Yes, they just used it and then cleared 2 tags. That feels very good.
Yeah. So why not just click for 2 credits and then...
Yeah, and then I think we just purge, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Take 2. Wait, why did you pay a credit?
Because I don't want them to get the counter.
Oh, right.
And we're not going to be able to score anyway.
Right.
Because we can't res shit on this remote, except for the IP block. Which isn't terrible, but we need a little bit more money.
Mm-hmm.
It's... Oh, they're doofing us.
Ugh.
No, but we're going to just get to throw the money.
That's true.
Look at all that value. Ah, man, I wish Fairchild Prime cost
8, yeah.
8. That'd be ideal. This is not a very good exchange for them.
No.
Alright, what are we doing with our lives?
Take 2, put Ash in the server. But no, I don't know. No, I don't know. Because we aren't going to be able to res anything, are we? So just take 3, pitch it, and enhance login protocol.
Chris, they didn't access any cards, so no. And they didn't even have an access phase. When you forfeit the access phase, you don't get an Amakua counter. Okay. So we're somewhat out of hell here. I think this IP block definitely needs to go... Where? Where do we think? R&D 8 or the remote?
The remote, I think.
Alright. Are we gonna pay or no pay?
No, because I think there's still a couple of turns away from getting the counter, right? Getting up to the point where we need to purge.
So, what do we think? Like, click for 2, put down enhanced login? Or try to jam? We could try to jam.
What can we res with 5 credits?
Well, with 5 credits, we can res this IP block, which will keep them out pretty handily.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah. I would take 2 and jam. Gotta start getting this shit out of our hand, haven't we? Inside job would suck now, but...
Oh, they're gonna drive by it. They're gonna be disappointed.
Yep, they certainly are. Falsified credentials is just a better drive-by.
I think they also have that.
They do,
because they're going in hard on Amaku as my only breaker.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep, they're doing the whole thing. Yep, because they're going to guess agenda now. Come on in and don't get to access. It's going to be great. Oh, please run.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, it still costs some money.
Sure does. Might get that other Vitruvius.
We'll res the Fairchild since it's free. Knowing our luck, they'll probably get the other Vitruvius. No, they get the Ash. Are they gonna trash it?
Trash the Ash.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's wise. Like, you gotta go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's just get out of hell. This is an interesting build they got going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening right now. What is that?
That's the thing where if we purge, they can trash it to get money.
Oh, sure.
I don't even think we have anything else that we can...
Just Fairchild.
Just the Fairchild Prime. We're gonna need to purge.
Mm-hmm. Got so many successful run triggers.
Well, the good news is there's a lot of expose effects in the trash. Right? So there's a falsified and 2 drive-bys in the bin. I think I'm going to save that for HQ. Let's purge. We got to slow that business down.
Mm-hmm.
This is a grindy game.
Yeah, Jesus. This is what, turn 18, and we're on 2 points each.
Yeah, but, you know, we lost the NGOs early. Because we had that open HQ to start.
Mm-hmm.
Which happens. They've got money. They have potential energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put that one for freezies down on there. No. Alright, install an HQ, get some money.
Yep.
Because if they run one, we can res the other one.
Yep.
And then we can just keep building out the remote.
It really would have been nice to have gotten some more ice rest on the remote.
Or, you know, like any ice.
Yeah. We have to be cautious of the fact that we've only got 18 cards left in R&D and we've only got 2 points.
Well, we'll be alright. Once we get this IPO out, we can just start jamming. Like, these border patrols sit very pretty on these servers, and so do the IP. Now that we know that, like, realistically their only breaker is Amakua, the IP blocks are, like, great.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to get really spicy, we can try to jam another Vitruvius right now while they have no counters.
No, I think because they've got enough counters to break border control is the problem. So, yeah, to do the IPO thing.
I mean, but IP block just stops them. They have Amakua.
Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot IP on there as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's do it.
We'll pay so they don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just get some dollars.
Certainly will.
Because I'm getting a tag. And them, if they use the rogue, especially since they put down a fresh rogue trading, if they use the rogue trading, the IP blocks become incredible. Look at all these expose effects that they're just ripping through.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take an ugly win, right?
Yeah. That's what I was saying at the beginning, you know, sometimes
Oh, you just went mute. There you go. You're back.
I was saying at the beginning that some deck wins ugly, and that's what you need to do. I wouldn't want to be in this situation in a tournament game where you've got like 65 minutes and we're spending 45 of them on getting to 8 credits, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, having that Fairchild out makes that server a lot nicer. Because
I just accidentally went below 3 credits like a dumbass, but
that's alright. Just take 3. They can't get into that server now because there's no way they can get past that Fairchild, right?
Well, they can. They can pay all those blood costs to get in.
Yeah, and then you res an IP block.
Yeah, one more counter on Amakua, and they can get through IP block.
But if they get that counter, you just purge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get 2 for the price of 1 here. So much free stuff.
I mean, you've never gone above what, like 8 credits in this game, right? And you've got easily 30 credits worth of ice res.
Yeah, it's not bad. Hey, Ratsuka, it's going pretty well. Thanks for hanging out. An imp? What is happening?
Yeah, quite.
Alright.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. And well, now we can res a border control, which really means that they can't get through here. Because if they play the blood cost to get through this Fairchild, we'll just res a border control, let them break that, and then be like, get out.
Yeah.
The other thing is if they're like, well, I'm not even going to break the border control, we now make 5 credits.
Yep. Yeah, it's a credit net gain for each border control.
This will probably be the last one just because I got to go to work in the morning. But
yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
Much,
no worries. Thank you for having me on.
Now we got to play Netrunner 2 concurrent days together.
Yeah, man. Shit doesn't even happen anymore.
Yeah, man, it's a dead game or so I hear.
Yeah, something like that. Joe, it was really nice. Like, so the big difference, because obviously, as probably the viewers at home can tell, is that I'm not from the United States of America originally. I do live here now. Yeah, I know, you wouldn't have guessed, would you? But I live in New Jersey these days, but I used to be part of the London meta, and one of the things I really liked about the London meta was that there was a lot more opportunity for casual games because there's the Tuesday night meetup at the Old Thames side. Shout out to anybody who's watching from the Old Thames side. And I could go after work. I could build decks the night before. I could just go and have a few drinks, play some Netrunner. And I love playing competitive Netrunner. I love playing in tournaments, and New York City and the New York crew are really great for that. But the only casual meetup really in New York is on a Tuesday night in Manhattan, and I work in New Jersey. And you know what? It's so much effort to just get into town for a couple of hours of Netrunner, and so it was really nice yesterday playing casually and not like being like, you know what, I need to build a deck that's going to compete, and it needs to, even if I'm going to have fun, it still needs to do reasonably well in a tournament. But yesterday I could just build some shit, have some fun, and that's something I really missed about being in London and playing with the London crew. So I really hope it continues.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's exactly what we want to hear.
What will they access?
Doesn't really matter. Our opponent went BRB.
Burb. Ah, curses.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll survive.
Who needs money anyway? We've rezzed pretty much everything we're going to res at this point. They can pay through the IP blocks now, though.
Yeah.
Is now a time to purge?
I mean, we could. If we purge instead of scoring this Vitruvius, we're in, like, the exact same position we were in, but better.
Yeah, because then they lose the Imp and they lose the Friday chip as well, so...
Oh, and they're going to spend even more money. Then, yeah. It's worth noting, we're going to start drawing agendas soon.
Yeah, that's true. Because there's still 7 in there. Oh, wow, 7 in 14 cards. Oh, yeah. 6 in 14 cards, I guess.
Alright.
Yep.
Purge time.
Purge that shit.
They'll use the Acacia.
I mean, they might as well, right?
I was going to say, yeah, that's like the ideal time to use that. Now, if they've used a lot of various expose effects. So if they run, we have a very inexpensive way of just keeping them out and giving them a tag. So ideally, what we're going for here is we would score this Vitruvius next turn. The following turn, we would get money, and then inevitably score like one of the 5/3s that we're going to draw on like the next 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
They want that counter. And they want their free trace bucks. Fortunately, we don't have any bioroids to res. No bioroids at all. Alright. Look, I'm psychic.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's almost like there's a bunch of agendas in the deck.
We're definitely not using that violet.
Nope, not at this point.
Yeah, so we gotta get money and we gotta jam the Ikua. That's our job right now.
Mm-hmm.
This Fairchild 1 or Fairchild Prime looms like so incredibly large.
Yep. It's so good against like Armakura as the only breaker. Holy shit.
Alright. If they're gonna keep doing that nonsense, then I think next turn we're gonna... No, it's not even worth it. We're gonna gain a buck. We're gonna hedge. And then what?
Did you just put the Akawa in the remote at this?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And we'll say, yeah, we'll pay because we don't want you to have the extra token.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, man, the falsifieds.
Yeah. So many. Mm.
They've been rich this whole game.
Mm.
It's amazing how much Oh yeah, we could play the Ash next turn. And then just advance it twice because we'll get the Ash res for free. But they're going to be so rich.
Yeah.
The Ash res is almost just like a middle finger. Like,
yeah.
I think our border controls that are sitting on this server are our ace in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, advance Ash isn't the worst.
I just wish we had more money.
For real.
Yeah, they
think there's something in there.
Yeah, they keep slamming our hand because statistically we should be flooded.
Yeah. There should be. I mean, there's 5 agendas in 11 cards in R&D. So I guess we were kind of flooded, and at the same time, because there were just no agendas in the middle. They were all at both ends of the deck. Keep seeing that Loki. Well, they can't steal that Echoer now.
Whew.
Yeah, who cares, right?
Yeah, I think we just advance.
Install the Ash.
Install the Ash. We're not gonna pay though.
No. All right.
Do we even res anything besides? Man.
Yeah, because Ash is going to go when they go past fetch.
Yeah, let's res one of these.
I would res the bottom border control rather than the top one, because then they have to get past Fairchild before.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, they gotta pay all this crap though.
So it's going to be 8 credits. Trash an install card and take a brain damage.
And they have to trash a card out of their rig. Which would probably be Imp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There are no Bioroids left.
There's Ash!
Oh, right. And then we'll res the border control. And then we're going to end the run after they break it, right?
Yep, if they even bother.
Oh, if they don't break this, it's going to feel great. I mean, they'll break the we don't get. Yeah, they're thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll then end the run. Thank you. Now, we don't have any money to score this, of course.
No, but they can't get in. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, they can get in.
Forgot about that. Oof.
It's okay.
Kind of a bad position, I think.
We're tearing through a lot of their money. And we have 0 credits, so we can just purge next turn, because then it won't cost us anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have to pay their way through all of this.
Yeah, it's 3 for the Ash, right? Oh, yeah, 3 for the Ash, 2 for the Akawa, and the Click. So they're going to be on 6 credits, 7 credits. Paragon.
They also have 2 tags.
It's true. Oof. Have fun with that.
I mean, we're to the point where they have to have, like, a very minimal amount of exposed tools left.
That's Citadel Sanctuary, right?
Yeah. It's not great, but IP block still does IP block stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we can still just trash it.
Yeah, you just take 2 and trash it, right?
Yep. So now we're going to take 2. Trash Citadel. Probably get rid of this Loki that we're never going to res. We need money. We are so poor. We might lose just because we don't have money to score agendas.
Yeah. Yep. The struggle is real.
We may be cooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all 3 hedge funds are gone. The 2 IPOs are gone. All of your money cards are gone.
We're not going to pay. I don't know.
No.
We need to get an NGO back into the mix. Next turn, I think we have to archive for an NGO.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we're cooked.
We'll see. We might win on the last possible turn.
What is on my freaking tattoo? These crims, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the play.
It's okay. We fought valiantly.
Yeah. Give me agendas or give me death.
We had very lucky draws for a huge part of this game.
Yeah, just unfortunately all of the have been very early on.
Alright.
Ooh.
No, we can't. We can't. That card is so dead to us.
Oh yeah, good point.
It doesn't look like our opponent is running any multi-access from what I've seen.
No.
I mean, we could just lose here at any time, but
Yeah.
it really does not look like we have any multi-access to worry about.
No.
Got a slot swordsman.
Yeah.
Amaku is a hell of a drug.
Is that it?
No.
No. You go. I mean, you go again, right? You just keep going.
I'm wondering when they're going to decide to check R&D.
Yeah, I guess they could do it now, right?
If ever.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, so we live to fight another turn. Sure, we'll put the Fairchild 2 on the server too. We won't pay. Because who gives a shit about your Amaku encounters now? Gain 5. Advance. 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 Score. But yeah.
Hey.
Unfortunately, I don't think that there's a way that we can score out this last agenda. Like, I think it's metaphysically impossible that that will happen.
Oh, what did I miss? Anything fun?
They're going for the R&D dig.
Nice, 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 nice.
Now, there is 4 out of 5, or 3 out of 5 cards or agendas. So that's somewhat problematic.
No, 2 out of 5. Only 2. This is 7 agendas out.
At least this is nice and expensive, relatively speaking, for them.
Mm-hmm. It's a less than 50% chance that they win off this.
Man, they really got value out of these bankrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Bankrolls, hell of a drug. I think my favorite part of the, well, let's see how this goes. Nope, good game. Good game, well played. I think my favorite part of the meetup was when Justin was playing with the unsleeved cards, but then he still had his ID in a sleeve. And Dan D was like, "Oh, what's that? What's that in there?" Oh, that's a sleeve. Oh, well, you could just put the card in there and it protects it? That seems good.
Yeah.
Just slides right in there? Yeah, because our friend Justin came to the meetup, didn't have time. He was making his decks at like 4:30 in the morning, so he didn't sleeve. He was playing with unsleeved cards. But yeah. And thank you very much for coming on. It was really great to have you on.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. I appreciate the invite. So
yeah, everybody watching, keep experimenting, keep having fun, and I have a special thank you to the several people who subscribed on Twitch during the stream. Every little bit helps. And until we see you all again, always be running.